It's a parade of some of Nigeria's brightest legal minds. As brilliant as they are, the Supreme Court, determined to hear all arguments for and against the continued use of the old naira notes, does not have the luxury of time to allow each of the lawyers expatiate on their submissions. But out of respect for Mr. Kanu Agabi, the counsel to the Attorney General of the Federation, who was also the most senior lawyer present, the court allowed him some time to shed more light on his written address. He insisted the Supreme Court does not have the jurisdiction to hear the case and that the plaintiffs were crying in the wrong court. He says they should have taken their case to the Federal High Court. In the course of the proceedings, the presiding justice, John Inyangokoro, asked the question who addressed the nation to very our order. He also resisted vehemently all efforts by some of the lawyers to get the case further adjourned. He said the parties want to make the Supreme Court the scapegoat and that the court would resist such attempts. The court also seized the moment to call for further amendments to the 1999 Constitution to make sure that not all cases end up at the Supreme Court, adding that the caseload of the court is too high. Before the case was adjourned for judgment, counsel to the aggrieved states asked the court to grant all their reliefs. On the other hand, the federal government, Edo and Bayelsa states asked the court to dismiss the case for lack of jurisdiction. On whether the court's earlier order that both the old and the new naira notes should remain legal tender still subsists, the Supreme Court refused to make any statement on the matter. The lawyers of the court hearing later addressed journalists.
We are all working at trying to salvage a difficult situation. That's where we are. The Supreme Court is trying to do that. The President is trying to do that. It's one nation, one people. We are looking for solutions.
The President has the power, further to Section 23, to direct the civilian governor. But the time frame given for this policy to be implemented and the terms are very short, and it's not convenient for the plaintiffs and indeed Nigerians to conform.
The government is apprehensive that if this policy is not reversed urgently and speedily, we might witness another serious outbreak of violence in Lagos.